Hello there, everyone. Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well. Today back once again with some more Tekken 8 ranked matches. I try to climb up the blue ranks with King here. Looks like my first opponent is also going to be a King player, so let's see what we can get done here and see if we can get away with our King BS against another King, which might be a little bit easier said than done. I'm going to interrupt him there. Okay. We do get a launch. Alright, please don't drop this me. But yeah, we're in Kenshin rank as of right now. Goal is to try to make it to Tekken King if possible, but that might be asking a little bit too much, honestly. I don't know if we're going to have enough time before the rank reset to actually pull that off. But it looks like they're going to fish out a hit here. Alright, we're kind of at a bad angle for them to try to grab me. Oh, that crouch is going to cost him. Alright, we go for the heat smash and happen to get it. But yeah, we're at the very bottom of a Kenshin here. So I need to do a lot to even make it to Bushin, and then Tekken King if we're going to do it. Alright, he's getting privy to the... Alright, don't fool him there. Yeah, he ducks right into the high. Alright, got to pepper in a few more mids here if we can get something done. I should have been crouching. That move is really slow. Should have reacted to it. Alright, we're gonna Rage Art here, because I figured they would want to take their turn, and they do. Alright, this should hopefully be enough for the KO. And it is. We managed to get 2 rounds on the board. Let's see if we can get 3. I think we're just gonna Jaguar a step back, see if we can get a punish here. Alright, we do fish in a launcher there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright, we get another launcher. Don't know if that should have been like the actual order of events there, but I should have crushed the ever living shit out of that. Alright, we do catch him with the low there. I managed to get 1 win on the board. We do get lucky in the first game of the King Mirror. Let's see if we can somehow make it 2 in a row here. And not get too stupid. Looks like they're on their demo. I tried to sidewalk it. Alright, they're going to heat up there. Drop it. Alright, I did try to power crush that. Didn't quite work out like I'd hoped. Alright, we're getting a little bit too offensive minded here. Good break. We're going to get a launch. I messed that whole combo up. Nope, that's our turn. And we're going to take it. I think they tried to go with that low karate chop. They could have probably interrupted us with something faster, but... Alright, no break. That's not what I wanted. I messed that all up. Alright, we can get him with the Shining Wizard there. Back up. Alright, I tried to go for 4-4-2. They crossed. I tried to catch him. Unfortunately, we do whiff. I tried to catch him on the initial button press, but they do press anyway, and that wasn't going to do enough damage to kill us, so we do catch him with the Rage Art. And that should be enough for the KO for the low health that we have. And we get a great while we're at it. When in doubt, scrub it out. Alright, sidewalk. I tried to sidewalk the... Alright, they do try to crouch there. Alright, we're going to take a step back. I thought I was crouching. I thought I could take my turn there. Alright, we're gonna get caught by the heat smash. They do get around on the board here. Alright, we're gonna catch him with the King 101, as I call it. Alright, they do try to couch me there. I gotta keep dropping the combo, but we do catch him with the Shining Wizard. I thought that would be my turn there. Alright, we are going to heat up. Go for the heat smash, but that should have killed them. I'm sorry. Alright, I think we're going to catch him again. Yep. Alright, well, we're going to, I think, catch him with Rage Art 3 times in a row. I managed to eke out a win with our King versus there. And unfortunately, it looks like they're going to get demoted on top of it. But we do manage to win 2 games in a row with King here. Push a little bit further, get a bit closer to the halfway point of King Sheen. But let's see if we can push it further and not get our ass beat if we can. But a good game to opponent. We're back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. We'll be going up against a Bryan player, so this could just spell trouble. Bryan gives me a lot of trouble, so let's see if we can get done here. We're back. Well, I tried the Jaguar step away. That didn't quite work. Trying not to get demolished by snake edges, but might have to actually worry about some low parries here. Alright, he is definitely aggro here. I thought I could take my turn there. Wait, probably dead here. Yep. Alright, don't really know how to deal with a lot of Bryan's crap. But we do get him with King 101. I'm going to always test that, see if we can get away with it. Alright, that wasn't the grab I thought I was going to get, but hey. It's not what I wanted. I wanted a running 3 there. Alright, we're going to heat up here. And we do get him with the grab. And they take too long to get up, so we'll catch him with the World War II. Alright, we do get him with the launch as we sidestep that. Alright, catch him with the grab. Wow, that went forever far away. I was hoping to catch the snake edge. Alright, they do whiff there, so we're going to just go off to the side there and catch him with the heat smash. Alright, we're going to sidewalk him again. There's a 3rd hit to that. Alright, they try to crouch again. Do fish something out there. Alright, we're going to heat up here. I'm going to sidewalk them. Alright, we go for the mid. I do block it. Get on them. And we are going to eke out the grab here. They've been crouching a lot. So I figured they might stand up that time since they get launched for it. And we get close to the halfway point of Kishin. But just with the way that first game started, I did not think we were going to win. Alright. Let's see if we can make it 2. That's always harder. Alright, let's try muscle armor this time. Alright, we do get a punish there. Alright, to do crouch grab that time. I want a Shining Wizard. Got a full screen snake edge there. I'm gonna go for the grab. Alright, he ducked the last, or yeah, he blocked the mid last time. I shouldn't have did that. I absolutely thought he was gonna be stupid there. Is that not negative? There's no way you can't punish that launcher with a launcher. But I guess not. Oh, well, we caught him there. All right. He heated up immediately. Probably should have expected that since we're up against the wall. All right, we can. I think we can still turn this around. All right, tried to sidewalk that, but unfortunately, I crouched. I had the right call. I just stopped. I'm not sure why I got hit there. All right, they're pressing the luck now. Right. I shouldn't have went for that grab there. All right, we do get hit by the mid, unfortunately, and we are going to drop our first game to Bryan here. All right, see if we can tighten this up and win the set still. Kind of try to salvage salvage the games if we get the run back. Okay. Okay. Need to react to a lot more. Alright, we get a launch there. Alright, we do fish out a hit there. That missed. They look kind of wonky. And that is a tornado. Okay. I really didn't sidewalk that? Okay. Not the best start in the world. Alright, next time we're going to launch that. If we get it next time. Alright, may never be able to stand again, unfortunately. No. Alright. Alright, he goes over to low. But we didn't have enough time to punish him for the whiff on the snake edge. Alright, we'll take that. Unfortunately, we are going to trade there. Alright, go for the mid here. They do crouch. And they are dead. Alright, as soon as I saw that wind up, I knew we had our opening. At least I'm hoping this will KO. It should. And it does. Alright. There's one win on the board. Now we just need two more. Alright, we do get a launch there. They're being a little more patient this round. I should have did my wall ender there. That still caught me stepping to the side. Holy shit, how far does that go? I didn't think he had any hope of hitting me with that. I thought I could take my turn there, but I guess you cannot. Is that launcher or light launcher? But like that little overhead kick plus? Surely not. But who knows? All right, well, not me. But all right, we're going to drop the set 2-1 to Bryan, unfortunately. Good game to that opponent. I'll be back on a 5 next match. Alrighty, looks like we found potentially our final opponent here, but up against a Law player, so this could be bad for me as well. Law's also a problem character for me. Alright. This is going about how I expected. Alright, we tried a low profile there, get hit regardless. Yeah, this is going to be a law match for sure. Alright, well I didn't even hit him once, so there's that. Alright, let's see if we can clean this up here. I tried to sidewalk it, unfortunately. Alright, let's just heat up here. Really, that missed. Okay. Alright, not a one break. Not a two break. Alright, we do get a launch and get some health back. I did not mean to do that. I wanted a 4-4-2. That's very unfortunate. Alright, I cannot think of what that break might possibly be. Alright, this is Store King bullshit. That's not what I wanted. Alright, we'll punish him for the whiff there. Alright, see if we can bait out something. That was not how you do that. Alright, but we just steal the round anyway. I thought they might stand up into it, but I should have just went for the low. Alright, they are pressing the issue there. I just don't know when wall is still lost turn and when it's not. Alright, I should have did the wall ender. I tried to punish him, but he was able to sidewalk it. Yeah, that was bad. I don't think that should KO me. That should scale pretty harshly, I would think. I mean, we're not going to have much health, but I mean, it should still scale pretty harshly. Yeah, I shouldn't have went for it. We didn't have enough health there. All right. Let's see if we can piece together one. I think we're letting him get away with too much because I just don't know when it's my turn against Law. If we get the run back here, it may not be looking like it. Nah, I didn't think that was how that was going to go. Alrighty, well, that's to be expected. I'll be back when I find one more opponent, I guess. Alrighty, looks like I found my for real final opponent here. We're going up against Alisa, which I don't think I've seen Alisa in a while. But usually every time I do, I get steamrolled, so let's try not to let that happen. It's that flip move she does in the air that usually gets me in trouble. There it is. Alright, we do manage to get a kill there. Try to get the Shining Wizard, just back up. Alright, they kind of put themselves airborne there. Alright, that is our turn. Gotta try King on one just to make sure it works. And we do catch him with the 4-4-2 there. Alright. Solid first round. Let's see if we can keep it up. Alright, we do get the launch there. I messed that combo all up and it's so easy too. Alright, I guess that move is plus. Let's see if I'm ever going to be from... Yeah, I hate that spin move so much. Alright, not exactly sure why I got hit by that, but I mean, I just don't know. But I'm sure I did something wrong. Alright, we're just going to take advantage of that until they show me that I can't do it anymore. If they don't know how to deal with this. I know it's kind of lame, but I'm not going to take myself out of that game plan if I know for sure it works. And you've got to crouch it. Alright. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, we'll take our Shining Wizard there. Alright, we'll get a punish there. And we'll go with the 4-4-2 and managed to win 3-1 against Alisa there. More lucky than good. That's happened to get into our BS before they could theirs. All right. And it's going to be one and done. All right, well, I guess I will still end the video there, though. Regardless, I guess. Those two one and dones, I guess, equal one match, we'll say. But all right. I know where I'm going with this, but good games to everyone that I played today. Still a lot to be done if we're going to get close to even Bushin at this point. There's like, I don't know, what, like a week before the patch comes out at this point, so so I'm probably not going to get to what I want to, but we're going to see how close we can get before the updates and everything resets rank-wise. But good games to everyone that I played today. If you made this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.